Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Arizona Cardinals. With that, let's get out to the desert. Standing by in Glendale, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Leading them out at QB is the former North Carolina Tar Heel, Mitchell Trubisky.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. He was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
They go play action with Trubisky. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Here we go.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The headshots here, the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Out of the gun, Trubisky. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky caught here by Conley. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Here's Kamara, try to run for it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted number 1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And in this offense, the shifty Lamar Miller sometimes sets the table.
And he's at his best when the number of carries for him approaches 20. Wears down defenses with his speed.
Check nickel.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Murray got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Here are the starters defensively for the Cowboys. They played really well in the win last week over the Redskins.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Murray now. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. To Thompson on the draw. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A look now at the defensive starters for the Cardinals. They were strong last week, CD, and that win over New England.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll make it third down. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And that's complete to Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From just shy of midfield, Trubisky, and the catch good. It's Eifert. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Trubisky now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Trubisky will throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And this is Cook with a grab. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 3 catches, 56 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy the defenses had better focus on. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Six 0 our score after 1. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Trubisky to throw. And he's got a noon one. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. A 10th carry for Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, Trubisky. His throw incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But now it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Murray rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. I got it.
They'll turn to Thompson, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Get this. Hey, check 24, check 20.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flushed out right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. O'Neill's got it, complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And we focus on Lamar Miller as he heads back out there and gets set to go again on offense. You can count his carries on 1 finger. They've only given him the rock 1 time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, with the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Thompson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 38, Murray. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Murray, he's used to moving fast at Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And it's caught off the deflection. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check it back.
Now Murray. It's hauled in by Dodson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's third down. On third down, Murray. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Murray now to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Dante Pettis, as the first half is winding down, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Bailey, and that will make this a 4-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo, and the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one? You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They run it again with Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Out to his left. He'll try and run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
50 seconds to Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Avery Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Bailey's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Dallas. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run the counter. Thompson. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Draw play. This is Miller. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky.
Well, they're unable to convert that.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Murray throwing on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw is Murray, and that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Now he's forced out, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Trent Murphy able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this 3rd quarter. Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, switch.
Now it's Trubisky. And that's complete to Cooks. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing here, Trubisky. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. As we take a look at the playoff picture, and certainly a lot of jostling still to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
Yeah, exciting for us because we get to talk about it, and, at the end of the day, 6 teams are going to go from each conference, and guess what? We're going to have a playoffs. But nerve-wracking for all the people involved, all the teams, because their goal is to get there. And anything less than that makes the season a disappointment. So they've got to be primed now for a big finish to their season.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Miller. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And his throw here's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. And the pass complete to Anunwa. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Thompson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
They run with Thompson. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
You ain't doing nothing.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Berry, the safety, comes flying in for the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take...
Brandon Cooks! Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass, and that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 2nd and 7, Murray. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Miller. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. This a quick pass to Davis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Switch.
He's got his man. This is Jackson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So a big kick coming now for Dan Bailey. This for the lead in the final stages. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, but he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Here's Trubisky to throw, and that'll be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Trubisky to throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check three.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Right here, right here. 56 to Mike, 56.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He's hit 2. He's missed 1. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Dallas, it's a rare bright spot as they move to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.